summer meeting between Ohio State and Bryant here on the lacrosse field. Ohio State on a 5-game win streak. Their offense is rounding into form. Defense has been locking people. Johns Hopkins, they get the full force of Ohio State as we go to our first face-off, an area both teams trying to work on and trying to perfect, and it's Ohio State who gets the first one with Jack Oldman. That's Haas, Marnier. They'll be joined by Ryan Donnery in the starting lineup on the attack. Midfielders, Gannon Matthews, who had the ball, Ben Meyer, and Jack Mc.
Keep him to a minimum.
Tiernan Lathrop. Bryant, they use almost a hockey level of just line shifts in the midfield. They've played 9 players, and they all play together. So they just rotate him in as a unit, and that shot a little wide by their the most experienced, most tenured Bryant Bulldog, Jack Longsinger.
Basically all the short sticks off, forcing these pulls and the goalie to clear the ball and make some decisions. So we're going to see the Bulldogs are going to have to get their attack involved in this clear and really try to get themselves open.
Second string midfield in, their second trio of Bulldogs, a bounder that kicks away from Riley.
And the game of lacrosse, Jonathan, you have advantage, and the Bulldogs get in.
Ben Mayer. Ohio State 5-game win streak since their debut loss to Utah. 7 games in a row at home. And their first road test will be a doozy against #1 Notre Dame next week. Here's up top, a good shot there, and the first goal of the game, Ryan Donnery.
The grad student from Quinnipiac with the situation for the Bulldogs, as we see here in the replay. He's got a one-on-none look, and there's not too many goalies in the country that will have players quick. Like soon as he makes a save, they're going to have to break out, because the Buckeyes are quick to swarm and cover up the short sticks, and it's going to put him in a difficult situation to make a good decision.
Matthews. Ooh, just put that one a little wide of Donnery. It was a similar spot to where he scored earlier. Hyde is able to get around Kyle Foster.
Oh, Coach Myers out on the field wants the push call.
Not granted. Right in front, a snapper from Brian Russell. And it will stay with Bryant.
Russell decreased his angle, but he
breaks a tie for third outright for Ohio State on the year. Mayer. Sticking with him was A.J. Monaco. They've liked A.J. on the short stick. That's been something Bryant's been trying to figure out this season, is who they're today.
Not a bad fella to do some one-on-ones against if you want to get better.
No, I'd say not. And here he is, Haas. From behind and right into the net of Einerson. Einerson had that one stuffed out from the go.
Yeah, Einerson did a great job on his turn.
Still changes too. Lonsinger. Elmala.
Bulldogs putting a freshman out left and right. You're going to see a lot of young guys getting some playing time on this offense, and that might have something to do with the rhythm.
Russell
hey.
Ties it up.
Brian Russell, 7th goal. Switch there if they don't have to, but that angle is so tough because it allows the leadership doesn't hide very long. You know, they settle in, get the lay of the land, and they kind of figure out where they fit in with the program. But looks like Bryant's going to hold, but their shot clock.
Lathrop, that one claimed by Fyock.
Yeah,
12 seconds to work with. Longermeyer, shot scored!
Yeah, we're going to.
If I go to the box, too.
Yeah, Longermeyer was, not only did he score the goal, but penalty box for that one. They're going to start off man down going into the second period. But
Riley. Max D'Antona Number 36 in black. Part of that second midfield unit, has the ball now. He's also one of the face-off guys for Bryant. He moonlights as it. Chance inside, not much on it. There's Riley. We're tied again.
Dawson Riley doing what he does best, scoring goals.
Tell you, Bryant, they have now scored 7 times in the man up. That's 75% of.
You get the switch on the 2-man game. This is not the matchup the Bulldogs want.
No, Klein, not one of their starting defenders, and it's going to be Bryant ball. Great effort there by Einerson. I think he thought he was racing a Buckeye. Par excellence example where he was a defender his first 2 years. Haas, just wide. And Einerson plucks it up. How about on this possession? Shaw. Bump from behind, dumps it off. Ooh, and they just miss it. O'Leary.
Ryan Donnery just seemed like
Donnery.
a ball guy.
That one works a little bit wide off the stick of Griffin Turner. Marnier, flag down, advantage played by Ohio State. Marnier, he likes it from that spot. They dump it behind to Haas. Dissuaded by Lucas. Marnier scores! Matter of time, Bear.
He changed it up a little bit. He had hitting him. This time, as you can see in the replay, he drops his hands, but he stays high to high.
But it almost feels like it, just by comparison with the drop-off, 20 degrees or so. Oh, a quick snapper that was well dealt with by Einerson.
Einerson with the turn was amazing right there. Oh, Einerson wants
the
a flag,
too.
and he gets it.
Owen West. A big wind-up from D'Antona. Possession stays with Bryant. Marnier is still waiting. And Fayok gets the save. He has not been tested too. There's an effort by Russell, and Fayok the save.
He must have been listening to us up here.
His ears were burning. Doesn't have to make an effort on that one, not on goal, and we're going to halftime. Has really taken to J.J. Murphy today, who was highly recruited coming into Bryant. I had to sit behind some phenomenal Fogos before taking the job this year, but it's been a tough one at the face-off X for Bryant. Does that pass? And that's kind of how the day's gone so far for Ohio State on offense.
Well, I mean, he takes up a lot of cage, gets you second guessing on where you're going to shoot that. Shoots it wide.
Stays with the Bulldogs, though. Here's Lathrop. Slips by one, has to dump it off, you'd think. Ends up in Fayok's stick.
Yeah,
cleaned him out. Liam White. Being shadowed by Spencer Clark, one of the short sticks trying to break into the rotation for Bryant. O'Leary began his collegiate journey at UMass, and he scored. The left-handed slasher found his way home, 8th goal of the year.
Yeah, Einerson really felt like he made.
Haas dumps it out. Very patient here, the Buckeye offense. Donnery looks inside, not able to connect it to Liam White.
Yeah, Liam White, freshman, getting a lot of burn here, taking away outlets and forcing goalies on pulls to make tough decisions and forcing it into, like what we just saw, forcing it into a guy that's covered. Only one way to beat it, and that's getting it up and out. You have to make that save. You have to have guys racing to corners and really getting the ball out of your stick.
Here's Haas. Donnery scores again. Second of the day for Ryan Donnery. Set up by Garrett Haas.
If he goes his right, he's got Marinette, and it's all by design. See how they have two guys slide, which is not ideal. It's a miscommunication.
Tough. Ohio State had an extra man opportunity earlier in the first half, did not capitalize. This is their second of the game. Sheehan. Turner.
Sheehan's an off-ball master. That's a guy to watch. That's not the shot that you want on man up. It's just Griffin Turner.
Bryant, tough matchup for anybody trying to work on the two-time All-American. Missed last year from injury. He's come back in pristine form. He was great against Virginia.
That's not the 16 seconds left in the shot clock, so you have a little bit more time to where they've kind of struggled with the clearing game. He understands the faster he gets it out, the better.
Tiernan Lathrop. A little bit in and out of the lineup, number 5 in black. Made his way into the field. That one is just pushed wide by Fyock.
With the deeper bench, they'll come out in that third quarter, and that's what you got to manage that as a team like Bryant. You got to try to answer that run a little bit right now, and it's just tough when you don't have the same kind of depth. You're not a Power 5 school. You don't have. Yeah, Bryant's still going to try to work this big little pick, as you can see right here. And
the blows it up.
I mean, these Buckeye defenders are just so big, so strong. They're running right through these picks.
Russell. Trying to work it by Liedl. And another save made by Fyock. And here comes a breakout chance for Ohio State. Liedl. And Alexander making it very difficult on Ohio State. Ground ball is claimed by Tanner Alexander, one of the 3 captains for the Bulldogs. Now here's Monaco. We highlighted him on the defensive end earlier in the game. Lucas gives it up, and a goal from the top. Nick Vance from distance.
Yeah, the grad student from Denison, the transfer, comes in, gets a big goal for the Bulldogs.
Hey, this time, Jack McCloskey was guarding him. Now here's Marinette again. 1 goal so far. But he can really light it up when given the opportunity.
McCloskey, the redshirt freshman, draws the big goal scorer matchup.
And to the elation of
the save will kill it. The save or turnover will kill it. So they could pretty much dial up whatever play they want to try to manipulate a goal here.
Tom Scheck running out of time. 2 to work with. And we will go to the 4th.
Ari Allen with some great defense there. Got to give those D-mids some love when they deserve it.
Going to the 4th quarter. Ohio
let it rip from pretty far out, and we got 8 seconds left in the shot clock.
It's kind of like the NBA a little bit. Like you could go in for an easier 2, or you could just take the 3 immediately. Cross-sport reference there, Bear.
Listen, I'm all in. The only difference is there's not.
Haas gives it up. Matthews. 7 to shoot for the Buckeyes. Haas, this is a tough angle right in front. And that was knocked off the stick of Einerson. And Bryant gets a big stop.
Getting the ball back in his offensive hands.
Allen gets it out of some trouble. Now here's Liam White. Shane O'Leary. Pressured by Spencer Clark. O'Leary slips by, finds Haas. Marinette scores for the Buckeyes.
Yeah, he went back to the bank on this one. A short clock here. They've been able to manipulate a lot of shots in this series, but just none that have fallen in the back of the net, obviously.
And McKenna off the Marinette screen inside. Just a little bit errant of Matthew. Might feel a little bit. You might feel that one a little bit longer.
That push also resets the shot clock to 60 seconds, so they get a little time to not have to force anything necessarily.
Well, want to do a mission when they want to take it. He took it out of high school. Went to South Africa for 2 years. Didn't have any contact with Ohio State during that time except for a sparing email every once in a while. And then he came back to Ohio State last year, had to get the rust off, and that rust is no longer there at all. As a goal for the Buckeyes, Liam White.
Liam White, the freshman out of Boys Latin High School. They're going to keep pushing and try to score as many goals as they can.
Donnery dumped it off to Matthews, lets it fly, and it goes wide. It will stay with Ohio State, though. Only guy anywhere close was McKenna. It was not granted.
Blake Island's been locked down. I just don't know if you even need to slide to him at this point. Bigger, stronger, faster.
Here's from the top, and there's Fayok again. Man, if Ohio...
Well, the Bulldogs come out with a big little play and try to skip it down, but no dice.
It just feels like well, there's a throwaway. Given right back to Bryant.
Yeah, they saw the 10-man ride. They pulled the goalie, and they tried to shoot for the score. And
Russell gets it.
The gamble paid off, is what I'm saying. Like it was, the Buckeyes saw an empty net, and of course, you got to challenge that.
Whirling around, and it pops free, and there is Brian Russell. Johnny on the spot for Bryant. He's got a bunch of long sticks with him, but they don't have the time for switching out much, and that one is pounded into the side of the net by Drew Lucas. Bryant down 3, under 3 minutes to go. Elmala.
You let the freshman cook here, I guess.
Well, that's something that Brad Ross was saying, the head coach for Bryant, was that trying to let the younger players get room to learn and grow, and they get in some crunch time now. Tom Scheck off the screen. Nice move. Scores for Bryant. 2 unanswered by the Bulldogs. Question is it too late? A 6th goal that's not going to arrive, and Bryant really came here to test their mettle against Ohio State. They did so, but Ohio State's going to come away with the victory by 2.
Yeah, heck of an effort by the Bulldogs today. They had opened up with a loss to a tough problem. I'm not sure he's going to see too many opponents like this in the American East. That kind of defense I'm not sure too many people are going to see that kind of defense across the board.
Anywhere. Well, the homestand for Ohio State that began the season is going to come to a conclusion. 6-1 is their lead, or their record at the end of their homestand. 3 tough road games coming up for the Buckeyes at Notre Dame.